Happy Friday. I see Amber's here. Hey Amber, how is your day going? I guess you're probably at work. I'm just drinking iced coffee to kind of get me going here. Okay. The fun thing about today was I gave my job notice that I'm quitting, so I feel like I have this huge emotional weight off my shoulder knowing that now it's like out in the open and I don't have to like hide it anymore. I almost named my live stream title tonight. Like, I quit my job today, but it's not that crazy because most likely I will stay on part time and remotely. So we'll see. But, you know, it feels good to do what you need to do. Somehow the cover was coming off of my Erin Condren, so we're just gonna. I don't think, and I have been using this, which is very exciting. Still haven't gotten dry erase markers to use yet. That's on my list. I do want to do some pen testing tonight, and there's a refill I had went and bought today actually at Staples to see if it would fit in this pen, and I can talk about that. I just took out some ink cartridges. There is going to be a video tomorrow or Sunday. I'm not sure when I'm going to post it. I finished it early this morning. A short video that it's kind of fun thing I went to. So I'll be posting that this weekend. I hope everyone's having a good Friday night. So, what's today? Friday, April 14th. So, we just have 4 days to do in my journal tonight because I don't want to be behind anymore. Katie's here. Hey Katie, happy Friday. How is your Friday going? Do you have any exciting plans for the weekend? I'm going to be doing a see if this pen refill I bought fits in a pen. I'm going to start that in a few minutes if anyone's interested. I was going to order refills online and I just decided let me walk to my neighborhood Staples and see if I can find something that might work. So we will find out. Oh, now my iPad's doing that thing again where I can't read all of your. Why does it do that? Maybe it's my laptop. Let's see. Okay, now it's even. Whew, okay. You haven't touched your weekly at all. Hope to catch up this weekend. Yes, do what I do and just set a time on it. Just give yourself 20 minutes and you have to finish everything in 20 minutes. It's a really good feeling when you're done. That's how I felt about trying to get caught up in an hour. Because I really don't. This is not just related to journaling, but I'm so tired of always feeling like I'm behind on things that I'm just making it so I'm not behind on it, no matter what you have to do. I do have a candle burning because I was just in the mood for a nice smell. This is actually from Christmas. It's gingerbread cookie Sephora, but you know, cookies are good any time of year, so that's okay. If you're joining, please let us know in the chat what you're up to. If you have any weekend plans, where are you located, how's the weather, all that fun stuff. Please do not be shy to jump in the chat. So my goal for this live stream, get caught up for the last 4 days of my journal and then do my pen ink refill test. I know I'm behind on comments. I was hoping later tonight or tomorrow morning I'm going to sit down and read some of y'all's comments and also watch some of your videos. And I think I'm not going to use my Tombow tonight. I think I'm going to try one of these Le Pen drawing pens, but I'm not sure which tip size. I think that's good. Eamon's here. Happy Saturday. I think it's Saturday where you are, right? Hope you're having a good Saturday so far. Let us know what your plans are. So let's see. Tuesday the 11th is when I did go to, so I did a vlog. I think that was the day I filmed everything. It was Tuesday the 11th. I took off from work that day. So I'm definitely gonna draw my cat taking off from work. And yeah. Marilyn's here. Hey Marilyn, happy Friday. You're having an unusually warm week with temperatures in the 80s. Yeah, but snow on Monday. Okay, that doesn't surprise me though, because it was 87 here this week, and a lot of places still have the heat on. I have the air on in my house because it's almost 90 degrees. But it doesn't surprise me. A week or two ago, I had the heat on one day and I had to have the air conditioner on the next because it went from 48 degrees to 85 degrees like the next day, which is just wild. How is that even a thing? So I might just draw like a little, honestly I don't know how the IKEA logo looks, so we're just writing the words IKEA. I did finally work on my long form journaling, which I am going to make a video about. Hopefully that gets done this weekend. I've been testing out some things and I wanted to test them out before I share them with you all. Just because if something ends up not working, I don't want to act like it is working. So we're just going to draw little journal things. And have him thinking about life. And then put off. Day off, not off day, because that's very different meanings, isn't it? And we're just going to dump all the color pencils out because sometimes that's easier. I hope everyone where you are, you weren't affected by all the crazy weather things that have been happening. There was like, I can't even follow everything, to be honest. There was like those tornadoes, and then there was a flood, I think, in Fort Lauderdale or something crazy that like never happens or whatever. And there was some other kind of storm. I mean, really, I feel like there's something every day I can't keep up. It's like always some big crisis, and ugh. And was it a hurricane or something where someone, I forget when it was, but we had someone on the live stream who was like volunteering to help people from the tornadoes. That's what it was, tornadoes. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Actually, I might draw around the IKEA sign just for fun. So I'm just drawing my little guy journaling, which I think I did take a picture of this and it was in my vlog. So I guess it's not a surprise that it was IKEA because I talked about it. It poured in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, isn't that like really rare, Maryland? 2 feet? I swore I saw a headline that was like happens only once in 1,000 years, or like something like that. I was like, what is going on? Just like how there was like that snow in Texas one time and the snow in Atlanta, like all these. I don't know, y'all. Be careful out there. Okay, I drew a little thinking, journaling about life and going to IKEA. It's rare. Yeah, I can't believe it was that much. Did it affect? I hope it didn't affect you. I'm not sure if where Fort Lauderdale, if it's on the northern part of Florida or the southern. My Florida geography is not that great. I know where Tampa is, that's for sure. Today's the 14th. The 12th, I did go to the office that day, and I did sit outside for a little bit, and I journaled about it, and it was very nice. I'm just going to draw like an office building. It was just weird because I had to go to the office because I was meeting people who were flying in from Arizona, but I didn't have to do much. I literally was just there to greet them and take them to a meeting, and then I had to stay at the office for the whole day because afterwards on Wednesday nights when I work at the college, and it was no point in me going home from the office to then just go back out to the college. So I just stayed there. And I didn't really have much to do, to be honest. And there was like a nice tree. I sat on a ledge. There were birds chirping. It was warm too. So I'm just gonna draw my cat guy sitting on a little ledge. Maybe like, I don't know how I'm gonna draw that. And I did have a lot of coffee. So draw a little iced coffee. And maybe some flowers. Okay. Panama City, why is this, okay, what's this heart thing? Does anyone see a heart, or is that just mine? Oh, I guess I can react to your comments now? Oh, I didn't know I could do this. This is different. I think YouTube did make some changes recently. Panama City at the top of Florida. Okay. Is that near Jacksonville? Can't remember. Yeah, that heart was not there before because it covers up. So when y'all type something, it covers up the last few words that you wrote, which is hard for me to see, like while I'm reading the screen. That's why I feel like this is totally different. What's up with that? So if you missed it at the very beginning, I talked about how I will be. Well, I didn't give my job my official notice today that I'm leaving, but I talked to my boss. So it's like the cat's out of the bag. I no longer have to hide it. It feels really good. A plan will be in place. I will make a video about it now that I kind of told work. I feel like I can tell other people what my plans are. And I'm going on a work trip the week after next to LA and Phoenix. I don't know if there's any like stationary places in LA that like I would really need to try to go to. If anyone knows, because I fly there, I get there on a Sunday afternoon, and then I'm at work site all day Monday, but then I have off like Monday at dinner time, and then I fly out on Tuesday. So it would kind of have to be a place I could go to like on Sunday afternoon or Monday night. But I haven't been to LA since my friend went to college there and I visited, so I'm excited to go many years later as an adult. Jacksonville, wow, okay, Florida's bigger than I thought. It's kind of like Texas, like it. You think it'd be? I don't know. I grew up in the Northeast, so everything's kind of driving distance. And I'm used to that. Not even driving distance either. If you wanted to take the train, you could, I could hop on a train and go to Connecticut right now. Carlin's here. Happy Friday. Let us know what your weekend plans are and what you are up to. You're close to Tallahassee. Okay. Okay, you're on the west side then, right? Isn't that where? Clearly, my geography of Florida is very lacking. Maybe I'm not even going to write anything on there. I'm just going to leave the drawing the way it is. We don't always need words, right? Drinking my coffee. I just made espresso over ice with a little bit of creamer. Loving that I'm no longer extremely behind in my journaling. That's exciting. Maybe since I said cat out of the bag, let's draw my cat guy coming out of a paper bag. Whoops, I messed up. I feel like that would be kind of funny. Cat out of the bag. Oh, what kind of retail therapy? You're shopping online? What are you buying? Let us share with us, please, your retail therapy so we can all feel like that we're doing it too. I've been wanting to order some stuff to try out, like different stationery stuff and a new fountain pen and all that, but I just feel like I need to wait till I move because then it's more stuff I'm gonna have to move. So I'm trying to not do that. Also, I don't know where I'm moving and when. I mean, I know which city I'm moving to, I just don't know, I don't have an apartment yet, so that's making me anxious. You're resting, you install the back door. Is it the one that your boyfriend made? Did he make the back door? Oh, I'm sorry, you made the frame. Put in the glass, took all day. Oof. I imagine. I don't know how you do all that. Marilyn, were you always interested in like home construction and renovation stuff, or did you kind of like stumble upon it for like some specific way? Coach website. I'm deciding on a bag for my birthday. Who doesn't like to buy themselves? Well, Carlin, you would be shocked at how many Coach items are in my closet as we speak, and the bag I used today is from Coach. Most of the stuff from the outlet. My best friend used to work at the outlet, and like every year for my birthday, I buy a Coach bag because they give you, when you go to the outlet, you get like the 10% off on your birthday. And there's like a really nice men's outlet here. Now I feel like I should go get the bag that I used today, that I have been using for the past few weeks, to show you. Let me know if anyone wants to see my current Coach bag, 'cause I don't think it's been in any videos. My green one's been in videos, but not the one I've been using. This is the one I bought for my birthday last year. Cat out of the bag. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday was Thursday. Yesterday, oh, I don't want to draw what I did yesterday because I want it to be a surprise, especially for Katie, when I post a video tomorrow about what I did. 10%, yes, the 10%, I'm telling you. Oh, and just for a fun fact with Coach, I had an issue where I bought a backpack and just randomly, like months later, like 9 or 10 months later, the strap came off. It just literally just came off, like just detached. There was nothing even in the bag. So I took it to the store and I was like, okay, like the strap came off. Is there anything you can do? And they flat out just like replaced the bag for me, no questions asked. They looked me up in the system. They're like, oh, you bought this within 12 months. Like, you get a replacement for free. And they just swapped out and literally gave me the same bag I already had. I didn't have to do anything. So if you have any issues, make sure you like bring it up at the store. Okay, let me get my bag. I'll be right back. Okay. The bag I've been using is like a little, this is a backpack, like a little, I guess I call it sling bag. It's one strap. And the reason why I've been using this, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Maybe not. The reason why I've been using this is because I usually use like a crossbody bag or messenger bag or something, but that's bad for your back, and I hurt my back. And I basically was like, okay, I have to start using a backpack because I guess that's better for you. So this one, ooh, I don't want to light it on fire with the candle there. This one I got during Christmas time. They have like a bag of the day or item of the day. And I had gone to an outlet around my birthday, which is in December. And this was, oh, I'm on an angle here. This was like the bag of the day. And I liked it, even if it wasn't the bag of the day. This is what I was looking for. Something that was black and white. It does fit a lot of stuff in here. Relative to a standard traveler's notebook, like you can see, you can put a lot in here. So it's the bag of the day, and they let me use my birthday coupon. And I think it was like an extra, oh, my credit card that I used had like an extra $10 back at Coach or something. So I combined all those things. So I was able to get this like really inexpensive, yeah, and I've been very satisfied. It's a front pocket. I like the checkered, and it fits a good amount of stuff in here. So this is literally the bag I used earlier today when I walked to the stores. And my tripod is just crazy. Okay, let me read your comments. Okay, Amber made it. Hope, Amber, you're doing well. I don't know if you're at work. Marilyn, oh, you didn't do home renovation stuff till you met your boyfriend. You were a hairstylist. Oh. You became his labor during COVID. Couldn't find any help. Oh, that's cool. Well, hey, it sounds like you're doing a good job if you're able to do all those things. That's awesome. You like Coach? Yeah, I like the classic look of the Coach stuff. There are some of the crazy bags that have like the T-Rexes and stuff on them, and Gucci does that too, where it's just too much for me. I wouldn't use that. Happy Friday, yes. Checkerboard pattern, again, kind of classic, but also younger, I guess. Yeah, I like to be able to have enough room to carry like my essentials plus a water bottle. Like your sunglasses. So in my bag I have sunglasses case, a shopping bag because you have to pay for shopping bags here. We have like a plastic bag man or whatever. My wallets, my phone, my headphones, tissues, like little toiletry stuff. So it can fit everything basically you need for the day. One hack I will say I do a lot with Coach items is I'll use one of these carabiners to extend the length of a strap if I need to, and this one's in black so you can't even really tell it's there. Because I'm so tall that a lot of bags actually are too short for me, So I always try on bags at the store to see how long the straps are because I cannot function. Like this would, yeah, I just need a longer strap. So pet peeve of mine is when they make straps not adjustable. Um, yeah, like I've gotten backpacks before that wouldn't like fit me. So struggles of being tall. Yeah, the fruits and yeah, I mean it's like funky, but I would not go to the grocery store today with a backpack that has T Rexes etched into it. I just can't see myself doing that. Yeah, Vans. Okay, yeah, it's like a classic pattern. I mean, checkered kind of the black and white of checkered goes with anything. So that's one reason why I landed on that one. You can put some straps on. Yeah, I was gonna order something like a strap extender, but then I tried this carabiner that I had gotten a 2-pack of at Dollar Tree, and I was like, oh, I wonder if this will work, and it's been working, so I just kind of stuck with that. Oh, oh, like to buy, yeah, but it's you can't take off. The top of the strap is like sewed onto the bag. That was the other issue. I can only get something that would fit on this like clip. Does that make sense? But yeah, some of the bags, I'm sure you can take the straps fully off of. Your backpack is a plain gray laptop carrier, and you can't go wrong with plain gray. I mean, because then you can, it goes with everything, and then it's not like standing out too much and all that stuff. Coach Charmin has a clip to extend the strap because I'm too tall and the straps are. I know it drives me crazy. I don't understand. Like I'm tall, but I'm not the only tall person on the planet. Like there's got to be other customers who want longer straps. Can that be some kind of weird issue I take up where we petition stores to make longer straps on things because you can always go the other way. Like you can make it too long, but make it adjustable so it's a shorter strap, but you can't make it longer. So why don't they just make them all a little bit longer? Drives me crazy. And my camera's being weird. Okay. Brian's here. Hello, Brian. Happy Friday. Let us know what you are up to. Amber, oh, you decorate it with charms and pins. That is a good idea. Blank canvas. Okay. I am so paranoid about putting holes in stuff that I want to do that more often, but I end up not doing it. See if you can attach it to the clip itself. Oh, I see what you're saying. I might add that to my list, Marilyn. We'll see. Okay, so we'll take a break from the journaling, and I want to talk about a pen thing that happened to me. Guitar straps. Oh, I should ask my dad. He's a guitar player. Now, I don't know why my tripod's broken again. I'm sorry. It keeps drooping. Happy Friday. Not much is happening. Hey, Brian, that is a good thing sometimes, though. I think having nothing happening and having no plans is sometimes the best plan you could have. Okay. So I got this pen from Harrods when I was in London last time. I used to go to London pretty frequently because I used to fly through there when I would come back to the US. And I love this pen and I use it for all of my financial stuff and like anytime I have to sign a document or fill out paperwork. I don't know, I always use this because it's just like a black rollerball pen and it's green and gold and it's just pretty and it's from Harrods, which if anyone doesn't know, it's like a fancy department store in London. That's amazing. So the other day I went to sign a check and the ink died. And I'll show you the ink. This is Schmid, which you may have seen stuff elsewhere. They do a lot of refills. Safety ceramic roller in fine, non-dry refill made in Germany. And I used it all up. And I did a quick search and they exist on Amazon. But I felt like it looks like a lot of other pen refills, so can I see what I can find locally and try to put in this pen? So I went to Staples today because I live within walking distance of a Staples. After work, I was like, oh, I'm just going to stop there and see if I can find something that looks like it would fit. And it seemed like there's a lot of options. So I found this. This was the least expensive. This was $2.49. It's Pilot for the Precise but it's rolling ball, so I guess it'll be similar to what the pen is. And made in Japan, 0.7. And when you look through the packaging, because I wasn't gonna like open the package in the store, it looks just like this black one, right? Like that looks, I think it's the same size. And then when I came home and looked at some other refills I already had, I think it's also the same size, but these might be a little bit thicker, of the Pilot G2. So I thought we could just experiment and open up this Precise and just see if it would fit in this pen and try it out. Don't know if it's gonna work. Okay, let me read my comments. I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention to you. Okay. Yeah, Carlin, they also probably want to save money and not spend more money to make longer straps. That's probably what it really comes down to. YouTube videos are shorter people. Yes, we could totally, this could be like a niche group. Cheryl's here. Happy Friday, Cheryl. Let us know what you're up to today or this weekend. Amber's doing nothing tomorrow. I fully support that. Everyone needs to rest up and just do their thing. You love doing nothing after working all day? Yes. I actually look forward to doing lives on Friday nights, and I think that's one reason why I keep them scheduled for Friday nights, because I just look forward to it. Like getting Friday's already nice enough it is, but like ending Friday, but like hanging out with you all, like it's just something to look forward to. You'll always find a pen used for everything. Yeah, let's open this up. I have no idea if this is the right size. Now I could have done something smarter where I like looked it up and read about, like, because we all know like ink cartridges, right? Like they're standard size cartridges. And I'm sure and this might be called like a standard size rollerball, and then there's like the Parker refills. But I did put it up to some other ones, like I did put it up to some Uniballs, and it wasn't the same size. Or yeah, like Parker refills, because Staples actually sells a lot of refills. If anyone's interested in swapping something out, it's less expensive just by refills. But anyway, I'm like standing in the store, probably looking like a weirdo, like taking this out of my bag, out of my Coach bag, and walking up to each thing and like putting it up and be like, does this look like it fits? And I figured let's just buy one and try it, and then we can do it together on YouTube. So let's open one of these up. I mean, it looks exactly the same, right? It really does. It might be a little bit thicker. I don't know. I just love this pen. It's also kind of not too heavy, but it has weight to it. And I'm pretty sure I got it when I was my last time in London, which would have been in 2019 or 2018. Okay. I also would have loved to get this in blue, but because they only had it in black, I was like, okay, let's just do it. Okay, so it physically fits. Let's take off the little nib. Now this is a Pilot Precise, so it's like a needle nose tip, which is definitely a lot different than a European rollerball tip. That is a different tip. But I think it'll work. Let's take out our, whoops. Take out our notebook and do a pen test. This is, ooh, it works. Ooh, it's smooth. Harrods Rollerball refill in 0.7. Okay, this writes smoother than I thought it would. I'm sure y'all, like, I like gel pens and stuff too, and I'm sure y'all have used like these G2s. I feel like this is the standard, what's considered like a high-end fancy pen in the US. Like they become pretty common, but I feel like you have to press hard, but this one, I'm barely pressing. And it's like coming out like a fountain pen. I love that. So this is the Precise Premium Rolling Ball RT. I know I've seen these pens, and I'm sure I have one floating around. But it writes different than, if anyone's used an Energel, That needle nose, I think that's a little bit more needly. I don't know how to describe it, but I like this. Not it does smear a little bit, but I think that's just the territory of it being a rollerball pen. But this feels really nice. Okay. That is a win. Oh, and I think it was marked $2.49, but for some reason it rung up as like $1 or something, so I can't be mad at that either. So this is the Harrods pen. Just because to me it's special. I don't think it really has any value. I want to say it was probably like £5 or something, but okay, so where are we at? You did the same with one I covered, size it with notebooks. And it's funny, it's even worse because I thought, should I film myself like putting my pen up to this and that be part of like a funny vlog? But I just didn't take out my camera. You love the needle nose tip. It's like the tip on the TRC pen. Oh, where is my traveler's pen? Let me think. Where would my... Yes, that one, okay, here it is. Yes, Brian, that one is super needly. It's actually a video idea I've been having to do like pen hacks because to me this is too needly. So this is the one I got at the DC Pen Show that I customized after the name of my YouTube channel. So it says Shenanigans and there's a cup of coffee and it's in like the blue and has like the wood body, but that's really needly for me. Like, because it's such a fine point and it's needly, I feel like the ink doesn't lay down on the paper very well, so I'm sure there's a way I can hack it and maybe get a different ballpoint refill. Let's do that on our next live. Get a different ballpoint refill or whatever that's the same thickness of this body and cut it and make it into a pen hack, because then I would actually use this pen. Like, I love the physical appearance of the brass pen and I love how small it goes and I just love it, but I don't like the ink that it has and I don't like the tip. I probably would have enjoyed like a pencil more, but when you got this at the pen shows from Travelers Company, this was the only option. It was just like the ballpoint pen. So, but it's still awesome. Okay, let me see. I'm behind. I'm sorry. You like the Inkjoy versus G2. Interesting. Okay, I think I have an Inkjoy. We should test it out sometime. Go buy them all. Yes. Well, yeah, now I definitely am like, oh, if this works, I want to try other things. Blue is gorgeous. Yes, this is like blue. I love this. And it says, I don't know if you can see it. It says Travelers Company made in Japan. And then on this side is like your customization, and you could customize this. I just chose Shenanigans and a coffee cup. I thought about putting my name, but I figured I should name it after YouTube because that's like kind of what inspires me. So yes, it is cute and compact, but like also when you post it, like it's not too small, you know, like it's the length. I have big hands too. It's the length of a regular pen. That's one reason why I love it. And then it's like, okay, you're on your way. So to compare that with our Harrods Papa pen here, that is like a big difference. But yeah. And then I figured, since in my vlog video recently, which was inspired by Amber, and I don't know if I mentioned it Amber, because Amber did a day in the life, and I was like, I need to do that too because I enjoyed Vlogmas, but I don't feel like I really don't make vlogs the way I should. Also because I'm like paranoid to do it in public. Like I feel weird. Does anyone else try to vlog but like you feel weird being out in public, like filming you walking down the street and stuff? I'm trying to overcome that fear in 2023. I'm not there yet, but since I cleaned out these fountain pens, I thought maybe we could put some cartridges in them and test them out, especially this. I found this one, I don't know where I got it from, this Cognac Brown cartridges. Have I considered getting a lanyard for it? I Didn't even think of that till you asked. So yes, I should. I was wondering what kind. I was. Do I have? No, I don't have one here. I kind of want one that's not metal or something that's not metal because I feel like it would either scratch the brass or the noise from it would drive me crazy. So I was wondering if I should just get like a. What's the word? Like a not vinyl, just like a string lanyard or something. But then maybe have something where it can like. I'm sure some people do this, like somehow attach to my. Like have a string that can attach here. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Let's add that to our list of things we want to do. And I'm sure, I bet some people put it on the. I wonder if some people do that where they like get an extra long string for their traveler's notebook cover, and then they put this through it, and then close up the notebook, and then it's part of the closure. Does that make sense? I think if you had a very long, you bought a very long string here, and replace this with a super long string that you either wrap around twice or whatever, and then like you strung it through the hole, you could have it like hanging off of your notebook. Or you could just clip it. That's probably easier. But a lot of people are creative and hacking their notebooks and stuff. I'm not very good at that, as you can see. Oh wait, my charm is facing the right way. It was upside down for the longest time. So I'm not good at that. Anyway, so these are some Pelikan cartridges. I was thinking maybe putting this turquoise in this online fountain pen, and then I cleaned out this Kaweco. This actually bought in London. Not the same trip that I bought the Harrods pen, totally different trips. But I had gone to, I think it's called Paper Chase, which is like a paper source, but in the UK. They sell a lot of stationery items, and I think the year I bought this, I'd never seen this Kaweco before until I was in that store. So I was like excited because it was bigger and longer than the little sport ones. And then it was also this black and mustard yellow that I loved. It's kind of like retro slash goth. I don't know how you would describe this. But it was clogged, and so was this online fountain pen, which is all black, which I bought from Franklin Pens in New Jersey a while back. This is for Maryland. When you go to Germany on your trip, this is the brand I always talk about online. That I don't know where you can really get it in the US, but it's a common pen brand over there. And a lot of online stuff you're able to buy at like regular bookstores. I love online items. This is actually a fountain pen that has a stylus on the other end. So if you're like on your iPad or whatever. Okay, now I feel like I'm talking too much. Paper Source went out of business? What? Are they going bankrupt or are they going out of business? Because there's a Paper Source near me, and I think I just walked past it the other day and it was still open. But also doesn't surprise me because, I don't know, they're kind of just become like a hallmark. This is a Kaweco. I don't know. That is a good question. It just says Kaweco on it. If anyone knows, please let us know. I know it's not the student one because that's like metal. This is all plastic. And I think when I came home from London last time, I didn't even bring the packaging because I was trying to fit my whole life into the suitcases. Does it say on the nib what it is? It says, I think it's a bold. Honestly, let's see if I can change the lighting. Maybe that's brighter. No, it's fine. I'm sorry. It's F. It looks like a B, but it's F. Anyway, not sure what this is. You just got a Lamy that looks super similar to that. Which Lamy did you get? Was it a Do you know which one it was? Because there's like the 2000 Studio All Star. I have a Vista. this is my Vista, which we inked up on my last live. Side notes with brown ink from Schaefer, which I actually liked. Oh, here it is when we did it last week. Actually looks really nice. Okay, so it is a Perkeo. The black one, not the Kaweco. Which one? This one? This is Kaweco, this is online. You have one too, Kaweco. All black, it's made from plastic. Oh, so yours is like this, but it's black here and black up here. There's something about like mustard yellow that I like. It's vintagey, I guess, 1970s. You love the fancy overpriced paper. Have you ever bought any of the rolls of paper, Cheryl? Like I know they have, when you go into the store, you can buy like, it almost looks like wrapping paper off the wall. I've never actually bought that paper. So let's put a turquoise cartridge in this online pen. This takes international standard, which I think I bought these last one of my trips. Most of the stuff I have is just collected over all these trips, to be honest. There's something about the turquoise and the black that I think would look kind of nice. And is that a clear window? Yeah, so there's a little ink window in there. You're going to Berlin. Ugh. Yes, I'm sure you'll have plenty of cool shops there. I mean, I used to be in really like just regular towns. Well, not like regular towns, but not the major cities when I'd be in Germany. And you can still find good stationery because a lot of stationery brands, as you all know, are German. And I don't know if it's still true, but it used to be like students had to write in fountain pens. They had to learn. So if you go in the summertime or, you know, like people are school shopping and stuff, you might see at like major grocery stores, like, do they have like Auchan in Germany? Stores like that, like our versions of Walmart, they might have like inexpensive fountain pens and stuff. I love online. If you can, let me know if anyone buys online. I have a bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna get it now just because we're talking about it. I have some refills that I bought last time I was in Vienna, but I don't think. I mean, I was able to get this from a retailer in New Jersey, but it's like not common, which is surprising because their stuff is awesome. I wish somehow online was able to like be in the U.S. more. Yeah, this is like I bought a bunch of refills, online service. Like I guess this is international standard. Grossamina. Best quality in Germany. Yeah, so I have this one and then a blue one. I swear I got these probably like at like a drugstore or bookstore before I left. So yeah, let's see how this Pelikan turquoise looks. And I don't think you can tell on camera, but this is like rubber. So the coating on this whole pen is like rubberized. I don't know if that's part of like because it has a stylus and that's kind of like the style it goes for, but it's very soft. It's not a hard plastic, it's all, or maybe not rubber, silicone? I think I'm thinking of silicone. It does write a little bit finer than I remember. I do like the all black part of it. I think that was like a selling point for me. Online, yeah, so this is the ink from Pelikan, which is a little darker than I would think. And I want to say that this pen was not expensive. I think it was like $20. Again, That's what's so surprising. It's really good quality. I just wish more stores carried online stuff. Yeah, I think it. I don't. I guess it still is, but it's like a requirement that you learn to write with a fountain pen in a certain grade in Germany, and a lot of other countries are like that too. Um. Oh, and I want to try a cognac brown from Faber-Castell in this Caveco. Did we, Eamon, we agreed it's a Perceo, right? Yes. The ink seems to be still good. Red, blue. Wow. It's still good. So, cognac brown. I honestly, I can't remember where I got this. I don't know if it was in the US or not. I feel like I bought it before I left Moscow a couple years ago, but I just don't remember. Oh, look, and there's not even blue. There's not even brown in there. There's some blue. Yeah, I must have got this in Moscow. No, but it's in English, so I don't know. Yeah, it's. I guess it's silicone. It's like very smooth. And then this is the stylus. I don't have a screen to like, because I'm using my phone and using my iPad to read comments, but I think that's a feature. Now, would I ever be in a situation? I don't use a stylus. Some people love it, especially if you have like mobility or disability issues with using your hands. But I'm very rarely in a scenario where I'm using my fountain pen and also using it as a stylus on my phone or iPad. But for some people, I'm sure it's perfect for them. I just rarely, usually when I'm writing with a fountain pen and I'm journaling and stuff, I'm not looking at my devices. That's part of that like whole digital detox or whatever. Okay, we're putting the brown ink cartridge in, or we're not, because it's, okay, there we go. This ugly mustard yellow that I love. It makes me think of like the 70s, I don't know. I feel like we had a couch this color when I was little. Okay, we'll try that out. And Eugene from your list. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Eugenie, if you can believe it, she sent me a package and I haven't opened it yet. I'm trying to decide if I want to open it and film a video or just open it. We did like the ink exchange a while back. I hope she's getting settled. I think she just moved. So hopefully she's unpacking, and moving is the worst. Like having to move is just, I'm dreading it. I have to move in June and I don't know how that's going to work out, but we're just letting it happen. Oh, and I will be offering certain things if anyone wants them, probably before I move. If I have time to do any decluttering, I'm happy to send people some items that I just would rather rehome than throw out before I move. Because I don't know if I can bring all my stuff with me. Anyway, you'll have to let us know how the Traveler's Notebook and cover works out, Amber. And if you're gonna like customize it at all. Okay. Trying the ooh, this okay, this is definitely fine. Not there yet. Not there yet. Still not there. Okay, like any day now. Yes, I will let y'all know. I kind of have to figure out what I have. I still have to like, I haven't done any pre-planned move stuff. So I have boxes of stuff I still need to go through before I can even think about moving. Oh, side note, I just noticed I bought this Energel refill for something. I wonder if, no, that's too long. That's longer than the, no, it's the same. So the Energel would work too in my Harrods pen. That's definitely the same, right? But this is, yeah, maybe a little bit longer. No, it's the same. Interesting. Pen refills are one of those things that it's kind of hard to always know the different verbiage and stuff. Just like with notebook sizes, I still get confused sometimes between B6, B5, A5, A5 Slim, B6 Plus, A6, A4. Like I have to stop and think for a minute. So when people talk to me about refills and stuff, I also have to stand in Staples and put my refill up to everything like a crazy person. Yeah, let's try the. Where's the Quebecer? Where'd it go? Okay. Maybe this is still clogged. So I didn't even talk about this pen. This is the pen I wanted to use for my long form journaling. This is a Delta Journal, which they don't make anymore. This is my first real like expensive fountain pen. I could do a whole backstory on it. I stopped using it because I had a bad memory associated with a time in my life when I had this on my desk in Moscow. And I just decided like those memories are gone and done with, and I need to move on. So I was like, great, I'm going to start using this for journaling. And it was clogged up and really bad, like unusable. So I soaked it for a few hours in water, and then I will test it out in my journal later. But I do have a converter that I don't know where it is. I have to find it. Anyway, that's my story about that. This is like my first, and they even have them like serial numbers on them. I just love it. It's just like a classic blue pen, and it's bigger. This is like a big pen. Anyway, now I'm getting on a tangent. Where were we? Traveler's Notebooks. Yes, I'm all for Traveler Notebooks. I will have a Traveler's Company related video posted tomorrow or Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. It's a short video. It's less than 5 minutes, so. Does anyone else have the heart too on their screen? It cuts off part of your message. So it's Paper Chase, not Paper Source. Oh, okay. Yes. The store I had bought the Kaweco in the UK was Paper Chase, or whatever the British version is. That's terrible if they're closing. Does Harrods sell or partner with Five Flags? Sure. When I was there was a whole stationery store, like as part of Harrods. I don't know if I really went in there. I might have been in and out quickly, because the last time I was in London, I was only there for a few days. I bet you they have File FX stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a whole File FX like department within the stationery shop. Wow, this is really not coming out here. Yeah, like I have a giant heart, and I guess it's to react to your comments. But the way that YouTube has it placed, it's over your words. So it's like I can't see what you're writing all the way. Has anyone watched anything good lately? I've started watching Transatlantic, and I watched the first few episodes so far, and it's really good on Netflix. If you like history, and it's just good. There's a lot of interesting storylines. It's very, I feel like it's different than a lot of stuff out nowadays. Okay, so apparently my Kaweco is just not having it. I don't know what. Does anyone else seem to need to wait this long? Did I do something wrong? Vinegar. Well, Amber, I used to use Methods brand of, it's like an all-purpose cleaner. It's the purple one. I used that for years, and I was going to use it yesterday, but I ran out. So I actually picked up more at Target last night. So hopefully I might try that next. It's kind of like a Windex, I guess. But if you notice, the nib is definitely discolored. So I wonder if it really just got messed up. Unstable with Rob Lowe. I think I saw something with that. But I think I turned it off because I was like, I'm not in the mood for Rob Lowe or something I said. I don't remember what it was. I usually stick with Netflix because I feel like their platform's the easiest thing to use on my TV. Yeah, the heart is new, Cheryl, by the way, because that was definitely not there last week. But can they put it where it doesn't block the words that you're typing? That would be great. And once I finish Transatlantic, I'm not going to watch anything new because I have to finish my master's thesis. Like my deadline, I have to finish it. I have to basically do the bulk of it this weekend because next weekend I'll be in LA. After that, I'll be in Tennessee. Then I have my thesis defense. Then I have my graduation. Then I have to move. Then I have to come back up here to dog sit for 3 weeks. Then I have to visit my family before I leave for Tennessee permanently. So, I'm like, I can't watch anything new until I get some of this stuff done. But Transatlantic is just really good. All right, well, we're gonna have to unclog this pen apparently. Really? So, Eamon's saying that he had the same problem. At first I thought maybe it was the ink, but it's flowing. I think I might try a soak with the Method Cleaner. See if that'll work. But now that I'm noticing there's discoloration, it's really hard to tell. It's almost like blue. You can see that blue. It's like blue and brown and black, and I'm wondering if it's just like the metal is damaged. I don't know enough about fountain pens to like say the right verbiage. I will say, I don't know if anyone has a TWSBI Eco, but I really want to try the Persian green one that came out. And I did get to touch one yesterday in person, and I got to hold it. I didn't buy it, but I got to touch one, and I really liked it more than I thought I would. So the reason why I think I want that is because I'm kind of sick of messing with cartridges and converters. It would be nice. I've never had a pen that you just like fill up, like a piston pen. So the Persian green might be like on my list. Okay, this is really bad. So sorry, Kaveco, Perkeo, you just really just aren't having it tonight. I'm sorry. Is there another pen I have that we could put a standard cartridge in? Let's go get another pen. I'll be right back. Oh, Marilyn's going. Good night. Hope you have a good weekend. I'll be right back. Okay. I have 2 other fountain pens that I know take international standard that we can try. But I also saw this, and I don't know if I mentioned it before. We could just talk about it. Maybe Brian has like a solution. This is the Midori fountain pen, which I bought from Tokyo Pen Shop like a long time ago. You see how it says MD Paper Products? Because I love the look of it. I love like the beige color. And it's like kind of retro looking, like 1960s. And it writes great. Made in Slovenia, like just super nice. Well, when I took it out to clean it and run it under the faucet, the little metal ring here fell off and into my garbage disposal. I couldn't get it. I couldn't retrieve it if I prayed to all the gods. There was no way that thing was coming out of my garbage disposal. It's a little tiny, it's like a washer. So now you can't put the cap on. So you could use the pen without a cap, but then I guess it would dry out, right? The pen body is still functional. You could use a cartridge, all that fun stuff, but you can't cap it. So I don't know, like, maybe I could scrounge a different fountain pen and see if there's like a metal ring. Maybe I can measure it, and maybe like a hardware store would have a little tiny washer that would go in there. Or I could just hold on to it and maybe take it to a pen show, and I'm sure one of those people have like a little something. But I just felt so dumb. I was like, I can't believe I just dropped this tiny thing into my garbage disposal, because I guess I just didn't realize it would come off so easily. I think I literally just went like this, and it like flung off and flung directly into the garbage disposal. So that is a cautionary tale for anyone who's cleaning a pen over a sink. So I just want to throw that out there. And this is not an inexpensive pen. I think it was like $40 or something. So I'm just bummed that I can't put a lid on it, a cap on it. So I didn't get anything, Katie. So I didn't purchase anything. So when my video comes out, it'll make total sense. But I did not purchase anything. I really want to I do want to get an olive passport size someday, or even just an olive pen holder, but I'm not going to do that yet till I move. Plus, there's a couple other notebooks and systems and stuff I want to try. I'm trying to branch out and just try different things. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm going to hold off on a traveler's notebook item, but yeah. And then Brian says it's probably best bet trying other rings. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think what I need to do is just sit down and go through all my pens and see if I can find something that would fit here. I bet you if I remember to take this up next time I visit my dad, he would have something, because he's good with all that kind of stuff. I'm sure he has a box of little washers or little metal rings or something. I bet he can finagle something. Last time I went up to visit him, I forgot to bring my pen, so I'll add that to my list. I just like the aesthetics of it. It's just like this plain. You all know that Midori products are very like plain. Like it has the blank canvas, like Amber said earlier, like that whole vibe to it where everything is like cream colored, plain colored. That's like the point of a lot of their products. And I think that's why I like this pen so much. It was just calm and plain and retro and all that. Do they sell parts for that pen like they do? No, and I think I looked, and what I should have just did was I should have just bought a new one, and then they started to sell out. I'm pretty sure you can still get them. But then at the same time, it's like, well, I don't want to spend money on a whole new pen because I'm dumb and I messed this up. I should try to find my own solution first. But we'll see. Let's just try it for one last time. Let's see if the Coeco works, just for funsies. Nope. Okay. Disappointing. So then this is just a Faber-Castell fountain pen that I got at Barnes & Noble or something. I know I got it in the US. It's extra fine, which is very unlike me. But I liked how it has, I just like the grip of it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually triangular in the grip section. So when you're holding on to this is a triangle. And I like the turquoise color. Then this I got, this is from, I don't know, Manuscripts. I got this at the Blick, like, flagship store in Chicago. And I was there probably in the fall, which is why I bought orange, because I'm like a seasonal person. So I was like, oh, it's almost Halloween, I'll get orange and black. And this is a medium, but I'm not going to try to put anything, because now that I look at it, I see how clogged it is here in the feed, or whatever it's called, the nib. That's going to need a nice clean. But it has this weird, like, capping thing. Like, it's shaped, it's like a puzzle piece. I don't know if that makes sense. Could wrap a piece of tape. I was thinking that too. I was thinking, what if I just took a really thin paper clip, like a little metal regular paper clip, and just wrapped it around. And you could probably even get crazy and try to super glue it to the body. But yeah, I didn't get that far. It was more like a moment of embarrassment. I was like, oh, I'm so dumb. I can't believe it just flung it. And it was one of those things that as it was happening, you knew you could do nothing about it and you just had to watch it happen. I don't know if you all have had those moments where you're like, this is something that I can't believe it's happening and I'm just dumbfounded and you just have to watch it go down the drain. But that's kind of the moment that I had. Okay, this is clogged kind of too, but I'm just curious. Let's try this one since it is the same brand. Your first fountain pen was a Hongdian from Amazon. I like it a lot, especially the fact that you can change. Oh, you can change the nibs on those? Did you ever try the music nib? I think that's what it's called. Music nib? I don't think I've heard of that. I've tried the music line of inks from Eugenie sent me. I forget what brand it is that they did like musical ink colors. Like they're all named after composers and stuff. Okay, let's see if this pen's not clogged. Let's see. I think it's raining now. I can hear the rain outside. I have a feeling this isn't going to work because I can already see. I'm really bad at cleaning pens apparently. I think the problem is like I don't clean them out when I'm done and then they sit in a drawer and the ink gets all caught up in there. Like you can see some of the leftover, the old leftover ink is like mixing with this brown in here. Interesting. That's funny. Okay, so there must have been turquoise still in the feed, and I added a brown ink cartridge, and it kind of made this like green-brown color come out of the pen. So clearly, I'm bad at cleaning fountain pens. That's funny. Okay, well, at least we tried. I will say I do like the triangular grip of this. Extra fine is probably too extra fine for my day-to-day journaling. But I'm pretty sure this comes in a set at like Barnes & Noble and maybe some like art supply store, and it wasn't expensive. It was probably like $15 or something like that for the little set. It like came with the colored inks and something else. It's got like edges and yeah, it's nice. I'm just bad at cleaning them out apparently. Now it's gonna always be this ugly, isn't it? This like weird, ugly green color. It's like sewage color. Oh well. Anyway, well, at least we got to try different things. We also learned that sometimes you just have to go up to sometimes you just have to go up and down the aisles at Staples, putting your refill up to one and seeing if it'll fit your pen, and you just go for it. So that actually worked for us. I'm pleasantly surprised by this precise nib fitting into, not nib, refill fitting into this pen. I really like that. Smearing's gonna happen, but that's part of it all. So yeah. Well, unless anyone has any saved things that they want to share, I think I'm gonna call it a night soon. I actually didn't finish my coffee because I was talking too much. I always talk too much. I'm sorry. Did I miss any comments? Katie asked about the olive. Amber said yes, Midori matches everything. That's what I love it. And I'm gonna post a short video tomorrow or Sunday. And next week I'm gonna have a video come out about my long form journaling. Like I said, I want to test out what I'm doing kind of before I share it, because I don't want to share something unless it's working for me and it's worth sharing, if that makes sense. You wonder if the precise refill would fit in a Muji barrel. Brian, Muji is one of those things I actually have not tried. I know people are like diehard fans of the black Muji gel pens, and when I lived in Shanghai, there was a Muji in the building I worked in, and I had gone a couple times, but for some reason I just never bought Muji pens, and now I regret it. But next time I'm in Manhattan, I'll make sure to go to Muji and try the pens. I don't know if they would fit though, because aren't these refills longer than the Muji pen itself is only like this long. I know there's dupes on Amazon, but I'd rather get like the real one. I don't know. But for this refills, for 2-pack of refills for being less than $2.50, that's like a good deal. The aluminum fountain pen, is that the one that's really thin? And yes, Cheryl, I think I need to use my Method cleaner from Target and soak the pens for a couple hours, and maybe that's gonna help. Probably I can watch a Goulet Pen Company video that they talk about maybe tips for cleaning fountain pens, but it's probably because I go through phases where I don't use certain ones and then they sit in a drawer and then they get all dried up and messy, and I should probably take better care of things so I don't have this situation. But that's okay, it's all part of the fun, right? Traveler's Company. Oh, and I did get this, when I was at Paper Seahorse in Tampa, I did get the pen loop and the Camel, which I also didn't realize that there's different like thicknesses of the pen loop, but it fits the ballpoint pen just fine. Muji fountain pen is a good pen. Okay, it's thin and fits in Traveler's pen holder. I'm adding it to my list. Kim is in here, but I used to talk about how I didn't go to New York because if I go there, I really just want to go to like certain sites and stores and stuff. And I have friends there, and if I go, they're gonna want to take me out, do all these different things, and drive me from place to place when I really don't want to do those things. But I just had a friend who was here in DC, and she never let me know. I only saw it on Instagram. Not that I'm mad about it or anything, but I was like, okay, well, she was here doing stuff and like didn't tell me she was here, and she was literally like, you know, down the street from me. So now I can go to New York and not feel weird about posting stuff because, yeah. So it's all good. It all evens out. So maybe I'm gonna go up to Manhattan before I move. You just went through Happy Meal and you did not realize in the bottom was ink for fountain pens along with. That's awesome. You should make a video, Amber, or at least like let us know what you like about, if there's a specific thing you like about them. I will say that is one nice thing about fountain pens and fountain pen ink is that you make it your own, and you make whatever combination, or you try things that it's truly unique. Like, chances are someone else isn't writing with that ink combination and that pen combination. It is a cool kind of thing to think about. Yes, bonus, for real. That's awesome. All right, well, I hope everyone has a good rest of your weekend. I will be going again live next Friday night, which is Friday the 20... I fly to LA the 23rd, 22nd, Friday the 21st. Between now and then, maybe I'm going to gather some old pens and we can do some pen hacking just to see what fits. And yeah. And if anyone has any LA recommendations, let me know. Unfortunately, I won't really have much time. I'll just have like an evening off, so I'd have to go somewhere that's open in the evenings. Yeah. Lady Rose, Ferris wheel. I haven't used any Ferris wheel inks, but if you like Ferris wheel inks, Cheryl, I don't know if you watch Frenchie in Focus. It's Paris's channel. She does a lot of stuff with Ferris wheel ink. I don't even know if I've ever seen it in person. I know you can order online, but I've never done any Ferris wheel inks. But if you like them, go ahead and check out Paris. She definitely posts different things about them. And I'm sure Job does too, from Job's Journal. I remember watching a vlog once where he went to a store in Vancouver because a certain Ferris wheel ink was being discontinued and he wanted to stock up on it, or something like that. I remember. But no, I have not used Ferris wheel. Oh, Katie, is it because they're like shimmering inks and you have to lay it on thicker? Yeah, I don't... Interesting. It is fun to try stuff out. Yes, good night, Brian. Modding pens. Yes, let's do a hack pen thing. Because I have a bunch of like, even just inexpensive like ballpoint pens from, this is from Shein, which was probably less than $1 for like a 2-pack. I'm sure we could take this refill and cut it and it'll probably refill something else and we can hack it a little bit. Because oddly enough, sometimes buying new pens is cheaper than buying the refills, so it makes no sense. Yes, good night everyone. Stay safe and I will see you next week. And remember, at some point this weekend, I'm going to post my video about my fun little sojourn yesterday. Take care.